Hey guys, this is the Sports Kid. It's Sunday, April 27th, 2025, and thanks for tuning in to this week's podcast. In this week's show, we talked about the latest in the Pistons versus the Knicks playoffs, and I gave a full rundown of the Lions draft picks, alongside with my thoughts on Shedeur Sanders dropping to 144. I'm rolling out a new episode every week, so be sure to follow and subscribe so that you don't miss them. Thanks again, and enjoy the show.
This one is gonna fly! A three-run home run! Kerry Carpenter!
They give it to Jameer. Big hole. There he goes down to the 20-yard line. Angling to the 15. Gone, baby! 5! End zone! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Cade to the basket. Hooks on the run. He hits it. Pistons are back up.
Pass over the line. Here's Kane on a change. He scores! He caught the Flyers changing. Patrick Kane with a shot inside the left goal post.
It's Williams in motion. Low snap. Melrose stopped! Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
Is the Sports Kid Podcast. Here is your host, the Sports Kid.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm the Sports Kid, and this is my dad, and we're here to bring you the latest on Detroit sports and more.
Yeah, that is right. Our Wi-Fi is kind of choppy, so no guarantees that the signal is...
I really hope it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, if the signal is bad, we apologize, but we're going to keep rolling with it. The podcast will be recorded in the background. Video will be recorded in the background, and we'll push it out in a couple days. But we're going to just roll with it. It's a good day. We got a couple comments rolling in. Mel Stevens from Tallahassee saw you got the Sports Kid t-shirt, and my mother says it's a beautiful evening, and it is. We were recording this Sunday night, April 27th.
Yep.
And we are live in the studio. Emery, what do you got for us tonight?
We've got a great show for you today, as always. We're going to be talking about the Pistons and the NFL draft, and Shedeur Sanders getting picked in the 5th round with pick number 144.
Yeah, that's crazy. Excited to talk about that, though.
Yeah. But first, recent scores and updates. So, sadly, the Pistons lost to the Knicks 94-93. Cade Cunningham had 25 points and 10 assists and 10 rebounds. And Jalen Duren had 6 points and 17 rebounds and 4 assists. So.
Is that from tonight?
Yeah. And then the Tigers beat the Orioles.
So what's the record right now in the series?
3-1. So if they lose one more game to the Knicks, they will have lost. They've lost the entire series, and their playoff run will be over.
Yeah, not looking too good for the Pistons right now.
And then the Tigers beat the Orioles 7-0, and now have a record of 18-10.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you look into the MLB stats at all to see where the Tigers are at?
Oh, they're one in the entire American League, right?
Yep. Number 1 in the American League.
Yeah. So
looking good. Tigers are hot.
And yeah, that's the end of the recent scores and updates. no Red Wings to talk about. And then once the Pistons lose, it's only going to be the Tigers.
We'll still have NFL to talk about.
Yeah.
We'll have the Lions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the Kentucky Derby.
When is that?
I don't know. I think it's actually coming up.
But we got some more packs to open.
Yes, we do. You picked up some packs. Want to grab them the other day? And what did you grab? Let's take a look here. Emery's pulling up our hot box here. What do we got here?
We have tons.
2024 Absolute Football.
Just like tons.
Tons and tons of packs. How many are we going to rip? We're not going to rip all these tonight, are we?
I saved like 2 each. 3.
How many do we have? 1,
There's
2,
12.
3, 4, 5, 6.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
How many cards per pack? 5
5.
cards per pack. 3 each?
I don't know. 2, 3.
Let's see. We'll do 3 each, and then if we don't find anything good, we'll maybe have to rip more. All right, you want to go first?
Sure.
Yeah. So Mel said that we're having really bad Wi-Fi for some reason, internet connection today, and she said it's due to the solar activity, which could be true. Sherman, hello. All right, so what are you ripping? Emery's ripped his first pack.
Tylese Fuega, rookie. Never heard of him. Marshawn Lloyd, rookie. Never heard of you. Taylor Swift. Lamar Jackson. And Jordan Addison.
All right, I've got
The fact that I pulled a Taylor Swift is...
Jonah Ellis, rookie. These are pretty cool, shiny cards.
The rookies are.
Quinion Mitchell, rookie. Brian Thomas Jr., rookie. And Joey Bosa and DeAndre Swift. All right. Nothing huge yet. These are pretty cheap packs.
Yeah.
Where'd you get these at?
The Dollar Tree.
From the dollar store.
Yeah.
So, hey. What do you expect? Would Emery get a big hit?
No, not really a big hit. It's a cool hit.
All right, who do you got?
Mikey Sanders for the Washington Commanders
Nice.
from Michigan. And Michael Penix Jr., rookie.
That's a good one.
Oh, a third rookie.
Can't pronounce his name.
Rookie. And then TJ Hawkinson and Brandon Aubrey.
All right, I got Theo Johnson, New York Giants rookie. Jerzon Newton, rookie. And we got a Detroit Lion. We got a Detroit Lion card. We got Keandre Miller,
Who?
Aaron Jones, and none other than
Jerry Goff. Jerry Goff. Jerry Goff.
that's right, Jared Goff.
We need to get the...
Very nice.
If you guys saw the draft when it was the Lions pick when they in like the 3rd round or whatever it was, and Terry Arnold, the player for the Lions, went out there, and he was like, 1 year ago, I almost cried because the Green Bay Packers almost picked me. And then he's like, but the Kings of the North saved me. And then they were all booing him, and he's like, pipe down. And he's like, well, let's see who my soon-to-be teammate will be. And then everyone was like booing him.
Ooh.
You have like a big hit?
Ooh. No. So we got Jermaine Burton. But speak of Terrion Arnold, we got a Terrion Arnold rookie. Look at that.
Cool card.
That's sweet.
I believe you can pull kabooms out of this.
You got 2 Detroit Lions so far.
Devontae Walker. Tavondre Sweat. Holy cow, that guy is massive. Oh my.
Herbert.
Look at
Jalen
this.
Waddle.
I wonder if it says how much he weighs on the back.
Coming in at 6'4", 325 pounds. I like these cards. They're pretty nice.
Jeez.
All right. Well, no. What else you got? Any big hits?
No.
Should we open a few more?
No.
No?
You guys go through all of them.
I know, but all right. Emery wants to save them.
Fine.
One more each.
Yes. But that's it.
That's it. All right. One more each. I convinced him.
We already opened up 8 packs. Well, guess we're gonna have to get more.
For $1.25.
Oh, I got aluminum. Yeah, rookie.
Got a Jacob Cowing.
Wait, no way. Did you?
Same card? Look at that. We got the same exact
And
card.
these 2 cards were the exact same that were in my last pack.
Yeah. That's typical. Chris Jenkins.
Yep. I didn't get anyone.
Cortland Sutton. AJ Brown and Kyler Murray. Nothing huge. I don't think we really expected anything real big
Unless
out of
we
these.
pull some kaboom. Could you imagine buying a pack of cards from the $1.25 store and pulling $1,000 kaboom out of it?
No, I can't imagine. You could go in there and buy 1,000 items with your...
My thing is, if you had $1 million, you could buy the entire Dollar Tree, couldn't you?
Probably.
It'd probably even be less than that.
All right, so no big hits, but it's always fun ripping cards. Always fun to rip some cards. So what else you got for us? You gave us our update. So Paw comment coming in. He said if you pulled a kaboom, would you say kaboom?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you probably would. They're big cards.
You
gotta you would get really loud if we ripped one of those.
Yeah.
All right. So what else you got?
Well, I say we talk about.
Want to talk about the Pistons game?
Yeah, sure.
So fresh off another loss.
Yeah. I mean,
came down to the last shot, kind of again.
Yeah, blew it again. It's just.
There's been a lot of talk, though. What is your thoughts? Was that a foul?
On whatever his name was.
Yeah, who was that made the last shot there?
Beasley, or maybe I don't know.
No, I think it was Tim Hardaway Jr.
Oh yeah. I don't know. He definitely bumped into him, so I'd say that would probably be a foul.
Well, I read something earlier already that the ref came out and said that it should have been called a foul. Yep, there's a comment. Matt just came through, said refs admitted it should have been a foul.
Okay, why didn't you call it then?
That's what I like about that. Is you're going to call a foul after the game's over. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. That should have been a foul.
Yeah.
Which would have put him at the line,
And
I believe, for 3 free throws.
Well, it would have been 2, I think.
No, because he was shooting a 3.
Yeah. So it would have been 3. But even if they made 1, that would have been big. And then if they
I guess it depends, if they're in the bonus or whatever. I don't know.
Well, if they made 2, they would have won.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. They're not a 4-quarter team.
Yeah, Mama came in with a comment, says it's rigged. Well, it's definitely... The refs have not been helping the Pistons. But one of the commentators on the TV said well, they've kind of let them play like this all game. Yeah, but it's one thing like when they're not actively shooting the ball, but
yeah.
And when it's a decision-making shot, like the game was on the line with that shot.
Yeah, definitely. I was talking to my cousin, Michael, and he was saying that Jalen Brunson for the New York Knicks will do stuff right in front of the ref. Like, just so he'll do stuff because he knows, like, the people will foul him, and he does it just right in front of the ref so they see everything about it. And he's just, like, cheap.
Really?
Yeah.
So Mel says that it's frozen. We're going to back out real quick. I'm going to back out and come back in on the video. So just stay tuned. We could actually... yeah, Mama says it gets messy. Give us just 1 second. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, so Pistons, what is your prediction?
Yeah, they lost. They're not
I know they lost. You think they're out, like, when they go back to New York, they're done?
I don't think they can win. Like, I really don't. Like, they're not going to win. If they're only going to play 3 quarters, they can't win. They're not going to win in a 3-quarter game. Like, and even if they do win, they're going to get smoked by the Celtics. They're going to get swept.
I did like, and there was a lot of comments today about how it was such a good, hard-fought game. 94-93. It's actually fun to watch those games instead of 120 to 130 score.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what I was looking up when it's the next game. Tuesday. They're going Tuesday night. Should be back in New York. Yep, Madison Square Garden. So you think they're done?
Sold out. Yeah.
Okay, so you think they're going back to New York and losing?
Yeah. Even if they do win, like, they're not going to stand a chance against Boston.
No, but it'd be fun to watch. It'd be cool even if they won.
Like, you would want to see them lose next round than see them lose this round?
Yeah, well...
Like, you'd rather see them lose...
Like, you don't want them to just lose, like, the first round.
Well, yeah, but, like, then they shouldn't be in this situation.
So that's a statement. What I say all the time is that it shouldn't come down...
To the wire.
To the last shot anyway. Right? So if it comes down to the last shot, I mean, it's exciting. You're hoping that they're going to make that last shot.
And they don't.
But they don't. And so when it does come down to the last shot, it's frustrating, right?
Yeah, but they shouldn't be in that position.
Right. I've got another idea with the video. Looks like it's kind of... Is it back on now? Maybe it's...
It almost looks better now.
Looks like it's back, kind of.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know.
So Pistons are done.
How many games do they need to win? All of them. Literally all of them.
Yeah. They've got... It's best of 7.
Yeah. And so they would need to win every single rest of the games, which is not going to happen.
Yeah. Why? Stranger things have happened.
Like,
it's
what?
better than getting swept, right?
Well, yeah, but, like, is it? Like, losing 3-1 is better, or losing the series 4-1 is better than getting swept?
What do you think?
I mean, it is, like, record-looking wise, but it's like, oh, we got smoked. Like, there's no, like, oh, you won one game by 2 points. Nice.
Think of this, though. Where were the Pistons last year?
They were the worst team in the league and won 15 games.
Okay. Did they set the record for like a loss streak or something?
Yeah, they literally did.
Okay, so for them to go from the worst to the worst last year.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm saying they did way better.
Making the playoffs.
Everyone knows that.
Winning a playoff game
is big, but like they're still losing 4 of their games. Like that's not any better, really.
Yeah, like.
But I mean,
Mel with the comment, "Getting swept is pathetic."
Yes, it is.
It is.
It is.
Got Leah in the chat. Hello, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in.
It very much so is pathetic. But, so yeah, I mean, I guess it's better, but like, even if they won every rest of the game, which would be like pure luck, like.
It's not luck.
Well, it's skill, but like, they need to get lucky. They would. Like.
No, they just have to play hard. And here's the thing. The Knicks are pretty good.
Yeah, better than the Pistons.
Right. And so they're
a 4-quarter.
They're being competitive.
They're a 4-quarter strong team. The Pistons
Other than the one game where they gave up 21 unanswered, that was terrible.
What do you mean? When the Pistons did that?
Yeah, the Pistons gave up 21.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying the Knicks are a 4-quarter strong team.
Right. I'm saying the Pistons have played well against them, and it's been competitive, mostly.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool to see them go to the second round, but they're going to get swept then. Like, if they can't contain the Knicks, how are they going to contain the Celtics?
They can't. But so you're saying you would rather them just lose now?
I would rather them lose now than get swept in the next round.
Okay.
Because then it's just pathetic. Oh, look, the Pistons made it to the second round and then got absolutely swept. That means they're not truly a good team. Because if they were truly a second-round team, they would be able to win.
The Sports Kid podcast is the greatest. I've heard from many people. He has the greatest hot takes.
That's a hot take alert
But
right there.
I'm not saying they're bad, which they're good, but if they can't contain the Knicks, how are they going to contain the Celtics? And if they make it then and get swept, that means obviously they don't. Wouldn't it be fun to see them lose to the Celtics? No, not at all. Get swept by the reigning NBA champions. I would rather them lose on a good 4-1. Well, if they win, it'd be like, I guess it'd be 4-3. So, I don't know. But
all right. Well, that's fine. This is your show. You get to call the shots.
I would just say, like, I'd rather them win one game. Well, I guess I don't even know what I'm saying, because then if they get to the next round, they'd been 4 games. But if they win or lose, like if they win, they make it to the next round, and they lose.
I'm gonna try something different.
But
I got another idea with the
I just don't
the video feed. Just a second here, because this other laptop is looking good. So we're gonna switch it. Stay tuned. All right, we are back.
Okay, take back everything I just said. Never mind.
I don't know if it's going to be any better. I just restarted the laptop.
Never mind. Take back what I just said. I'd rather see them get swept by the Celtics.
All right, in our intermission break there, Emery has a change of mind, change of heart.
Yeah, I'd rather see them lose to a better team than the Knicks.
Okay. I like that. I like that decision.
Much better.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be much
again.
better. It seems a little glitchy still on our other screen. Usually it's pretty clean. I don't know what's going on.
It's frustrating, but
We restarted both laptops. We restarted the Wi-Fi before we even started. There could be something else going on.
yeah, I think it's like the Wi-Fi. I definitely do.
Yeah. That's all right. We're just going to keep pushing it. So, all right, we talk Pistons. Are we ready to talk?
Should we talk about 144 or draft?
Well,
No.
it's both one and the same.
Okay, let's do 144.
All right.
That's more exciting.
So what do you got for us?
So, Shedeur Sanders got drafted in the 5th round at pick number 144. It's just like 2 months ago, I thought he's going to be the number 1 overall pick.
There was he thought he was going to be the number 1 overall pick. He was telling everybody he was going to be.
I don't think he was that confident. Because if he was that confident, wouldn't he have been there?
I don't know.
I feel like he would have been there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Cam Ward was there.
Right.
Travis Hunter was there. He didn't know he was going to be the number 1 overall pick.
Well, right. He figured he was top 5. Usually it's like the top 5, top 10 guys, whatever, are usually there, right?
Yeah, I mean.
So, Shedeur, why don't you explain a little bit to the people listening, our listening audience?
Who he is.
Yeah, they might not know who Shedeur Sanders is.
So, Deion Sanders, the football player, of course, he has a son named Shedeur Sanders who plays football at Colorado. Well, did. In college, he played for Colorado. And his dad, Deion Sanders, was the coach. And he was really good. But he really wasn't. And he was really good because he had Travis Hunter. But people were saying he was going to be the number 1 overall pick. So he started getting, like, really kind of cocky about it. Like, really cocky about it. And literally started rapping. Made a rap song called Perfect Timing. Which, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, the song is good, but, like, you could not tell that it was a football player at all. But
why don't you give a little history on the Colorado Buffaloes? Because I just pulled that up. To talk about their record.
Perfect time.
How bad they were.
Okay, so this last year they were 9-4. The year before they were 4-8. The year before that they were 1-11. Do I need to go farther?
Let's talk about it the other way. 21, they were 4-8. In 22,
they were 1-11.
1-11. They won 1 game.
But that was Shedeur there.
And then what happened in 23? New head coach.
Deion Sanders saved them. I'm not really, but saved them. What'd you do?
I'm looking up the roster in 22.
Well, they didn't have anyone, so they didn't win.
Exactly. So that's the point here. Right? Deion Sanders comes in.
With Shedeur.
23.
And Hunter. Perfect time.
And Shiloh, right?
No, Shiloh's younger.
When did Shiloh play last year?
Shiloh's a year younger.
Okay, so Shedeur comes in.
And Hunter.
Did he come in? I don't know if he came in.
Perfect time.
I'm not seeing him on the roster.
He was there. Maybe he was just last year.
I'm not seeing him here.
He was there.
So anyway, they go from a 1-11 record
to 4-8.
To 4-8, okay, which is
not much better, but it is.
It is. And then to last year, 9-4.
9-4.
And a bowl game.
And they lost, but
but they went. Which it looks like they've been in bowl games before too, but
you have to wait. In the Pac-12, you only have to win 4 games to make a bowl game.
Yeah, you know.
And the Big Ten, you have to win like 6.
Let's look here. Last year's roster.
Perfect time. Perfect time.
Shedeur Sanders. Why am I not seeing?
Because he was there.
No, he's obviously.
Or wait, maybe it has him as D-back. You would have him
list
as
is not showing Travis Hunter, but there he is.
So go back, because he was there the year before, too.
Yeah, he was there 2 years ago. 2 years in a row, 23 and 24.
Bruh.
But anyway,
Calls you.
my point that I'm trying to make, Deion Sanders comes in, brings hype to the franchise. I mean, they're getting national coverage.
He's getting paid a lot of money now for a 5-year extension, by the way.
Deion?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he brings hype. Guys want to go there and play.
Now I have no one, though.
So they get Travis Hunter, who's arguably one of the best two-way players of all time. Right?
Behind who? Wait, I can't even name another one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's been others, but I mean, Travis Hunter is a stud.
Yeah.
And then Shedeur, the argument with Shedeur is that he looked good because he had Travis Hunter.
Yeah. But the reason, but anyways, back to why, like, when he started getting cocky, sup boys, all sports are rigged, I'm done. Wait, have we shipped his shirt yet?
No, we gotta either mail him his shirt. T-Shafe won a shirt from us. We've got it here. We either need to meet up with him or snail mail it.
But anyways, back to when he was getting cocky. So we made a rap song. It's a single. He's a one-hit wonder. Literally one song. Just one song. And somebody has like 80,000 monthly listeners to this one song. But whatever. And then he made an entire draft room in his mansion just for him. Like, legendary, all written all over the walls. Big money symbol with 2 next to it. Because that's his number. And then it's like... And then... That's not the reason why people didn't draft him, though. The reason people didn't draft him is because he had this, and this written out. Like, it's basically, if you drafted him, you were drafting Deion, too. Like, you weren't just drafting Shedeur. You're drafting Deion.
I believe he's his agent. I believe Deion is Shedeur's agent. We're going to look that up right now.
Wait, you know what I was just thinking about? Let's just say.
Oh, no, he does not have... So this is... I don't know how accurate this is.
From Wikipedia.
It's from AI Google answer. He and his brother, so Shedeur and Shiloh, are opting to represent themselves with their father, Deion Sanders, serving as their advisor. But here's breaking news earlier today.
Wait, Shiloh?
Yesterday, actually, yeah. That Shiloh fired his father, Deion Sanders, and hired an agent before signing with the Bucks. And so they were... The rumor mill was saying that after he fired his dad, that's when the Buccaneers like, okay, we'll pick you up. So this is a quote. "Dad was our agent," Sanders says, referring to his brother Shedeur and himself. "But that hasn't been working out too good. So today I had to sign with an agent." The elder Sanders brother appeared to be referring to Shedeur's draft slide from potential first-round pick to fifth-round selection by the Browns. And though Sanders was smiling as he broke the news on live stream, he wasn't entirely joking. So he had a new agent and then was picked up right away.
Oh, I want to see it.
And maybe that had something to do with it. Oh, we can watch it later. But should we talk about the Browns? We've given them a lot of our time.
But
Because the Browns have like 8 quarterbacks.
3.
No, they got more.
They have 3. 4. There's 4 quarterbacks.
We're going to look this up. I'm pretty sure they have like 4 or 5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, it's 4. You don't need to look at it.
The Browns currently have...
Perfect. Well, it's 5, actually. Perfect time.
They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarterbacks.
Okay. I didn't.
And these aren't like no-name quarterbacks either.
It's actually 4 because Deshaun Watson won't be playing because he tore his Achilles and his ACL, so he can't play next year. So 4.
So they drafted
Perfect time.
Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
From Oregon.
He's a stud.
Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty good quarterback. Not to mention, after they just signed
Flacco and Pickett.
Joe Flacco again.
He was good, though. Like, he's a solid... Like, if you want a quarterback cheap, like, for these teams like this, like, the Colts got him last year. Like,
now I guess Flacco's talking retirement again.
Oh, yeah. Good. He's 40. Get him out.
So they've got...
You're fat.
Yeah, you're fired. They've got Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel.
But there's only a race of 3 quarterbacks. Only 3 quarterbacks are racing to be the starter. It's just Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur, and Flacco. Kenny Pickett won't be a starter no matter what.
Yeah.
Because he's not a starter worthy. He's like 2nd or 3rd. He's terrible.
Okay.
But the race is with Shedeur, Gabriel, and Flacco. And they're saying Shedeur might win the race. But, like, yeah. Well, because literally it was like when you were hiring, like, if you signed Shedeur, you were getting Dion. And if you didn't sign, and if Dion couldn't coach with him, Shedeur wasn't going there. It's that kind of thing. Well, I mean, you technically have to go there, but, like, he wouldn't have been happy about it. Because, like, Dion was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be the head coach of my son's team when he gets drafted. Dead serious said that. When there was rumors, like, 3 months ago, the Cowboys might draft him.
Right.
It was like, oh, yeah, if they draft him, I'm head coach now.
I just hope, my hope with Shedeur, I think he's good.
Yeah, but he'll have no one. They'll be terrible at him.
Yeah, he's going to the Browns, you know.
There was a thing where it was like, the Browns picked Mason Graham. He would have had a better odds at us retiring then.
Yeah, Mason Graham should have just retired. But
Perfect time.
I think it's going to be interesting. Maybe the Browns just picked him up and they plan to trade him or who knows what.
No.
But there's a lot of people that were saying, oh, well, Tom Brady was selected 150th or something like that overall.
He was. And then he was terrible. You know his coach? Or, what was his coach name?
Belichick?
Yeah, Belichick. He was like, yelling at him. He hated him. He was like, get up, skinny. You're playing. Like, there's a time where, like, it says, like, the camera zoomed in on him, and you can hear Belichick yelling, get up, skinny. You're playing.
I just don't think it's even fair.
It's not. Like, no, Tom Brady was terrible when he was a rookie. Like, when I say terrible, I mean terrible when he was a rookie. And then he's the greatest of all time. Like, his first year, he started, like, or not even started. He didn't start at all. He played, like, twice, 2 games. Because Drew Bledsoe was the quarterback. Or no, maybe not Drew Bledsoe. That was before him.
Who was it? I can't remember now.
Oh, I don't know. I forgot.
My brain isn't really firing on all cylinders. Yeah, that's right.
I thought, yeah, he's just like an older quarterback.
Yep, Drew Bledsoe. That was right. The sports kid is always right.
No, it's just like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was drafted then. But, like, I
just think Tom Brady was able to step into an awesome situation.
And turned the franchise around. He was a franchise-changing player.
Yeah.
Or Shedeur will not be.
Right. It'll be interesting to see what happens to him. I saw something else about next year's draft, 26th draft.
Jalen Milroe should not have gone.
They're saying it's supposed to be like stacked with quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah. Arch Manning will be the number 1 overall pick. That kid's a stud. Holy cow.
Quinn Ewers?
No. He already got drafted.
That was this year, right?
Archie Manning.
Yeah, 2076.
Cooper Manning's son.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Drew
yeah,
Aller.
and Nico Limavilla.
Nico Alamaleva, Drew Aller.
I thought he got drafted.
Lenoris Sellers. No, so they're saying Arch Manning, number 1.
Didn't
right?
that guy just like get in a ton of trouble?
Who's that?
Nico
Ayamaleva?
I thought he just got like a ton of trouble.
I don't know. We can look that up.
Something.
Lenoris Sellers, Garrett Nussmeyer,
Okay, these people are...
Cade Klubnik,
Oh, yeah,
Sam
he's decent.
Levitt.
Oh, Carson Beck. Yeah, he's pretty good. I've never heard of half. It was this.
But there's some,
Okay, there's 4 guys.
probably 5 or 6, when all is said and done, quarterbacks that are going to be. Look at their ratings. 2 in the 90s, several in the 80s, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the upper 80s. Next year's draft quarterbacks look good. So,
You're fat.
what do you want to talk about? Lions wise, what is your thoughts with the Lions draft?
I was actually just on Fox Sports, and it was like grading everyone's draft. Let me find the Lions, because I think it was not very good.
Well, let's talk about who they picked up. Number 1, Tyleik Williams.
They're rating it a B- draft.
Yeah, who was they?
What do you mean? It's Fox Sports.
I always want to know who they is.
Rob Rang.
My mom always said, we used to quote sarcastically, they say, and we'd say, who is they? Right?
I mean,
It's like, oh, they say it's rated a B-. Well, who are they?
the top analysts
Yeah, these guys.
who get
Do
paid
they-
way too much money to say whatever they think.
Right. It's just their opinion. Do they consider Brad Holmes being one of the greatest
Of all time.
Do they put in the Brad factor?
In Brad, we trust.
So number 1, let's talk about it. And we're
Tyleik.
gonna go through the list here. Number 1, with the 28th pick overall. We're gonna hold on.
She said,
We need
those
to
people
use-
you always hear about but never see.
In the first round, with the 28th pick overall, the Detroit Lions pick Tyleik Williams.
Wait, can you put that on me? I want to do that.
What's your thoughts?
No, I want that sound effect. I want to do my draft pick.
I can't switch it.
Wait, really?
That megaphone? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. Emery wants I need to hand over the megaphone here. Just a second. Here we go.
Wait, I need to see.
Go ahead.
Oh.
There you go. All right, Emery needs the megaphone. We're trying to hand it over to him. I don't know what he did. There you go.
And with the 28th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Tyleik Williams, defensive tackle, Ohio State. Ah!
All right. Good job. I think I can switch it. Hold on just a second. Keep going. I'm gonna... Yeah, it should be good.
Okay, so what do I want to do?
All right, so what's your thoughts about him? You made the announcement. What grade do you give him?
He looks fast, fast. I don't think he's Hutch fast. Like, Hutch is really fast. I don't know. I feel like, my thing is, he walked into the building. He's, wearing an oversized hoodie and baggy pants. He walks in, and here comes Amon-Ra St. Brown in a tank top, just jacked. doing curls, and he's like, "Sup?" I don't know. I mean, he'll be pretty good.
He'll be
fast.
pretty good. I think the only down, the big. We'll come up on Tate here in a second, but
he's awesome.
The worst part about Tyleek,
He's from Ohio State.
he's from Ohio State.
We'll get over that.
And we were live for the first round.
We were bashing on them. Bashing.
We didn't stay up. We did watch it.
We went to the 18th pick.
But we only live streamed until the 18th. And then, it was a while, another hour or so before Lions picked. But we were bashing Ohio State because Michigan, do you remember how many picks Michigan had in the first 15 or 18?
Oh, 3.
Or how many players Michigan had in the first 15?
3.
Okay. So we ended our live stream with Michigan having 3 guys picked in the top 18. Ohio State, 0.
Actually, no.
Oh, there was
1.
0.
Emeka Egbuka.
You sure? I don't remember. I thought there was 0 at the time. Maybe there was 3 in the top 15, and then he might have been like 16 or 18 or something. Emery's looking this up right now.
Oh, he's 19. Sorry.
Okay, there you go.
I thought it was earlier.
Yeah, no. When we ended our thing, it was like pick 18,
and then it was like a minute later, and then it was like, oh my god,
And my buddy Chad was tuning in the chat, and we were ripping on him. He's a big OSU fan, and
he
I woke up to his text.
His base
the next
me has like
morning.
Ohio State helmets and stuff.
I woke up from a text from him the next morning. It said Ohio State
4
players in the first round.
4.
4.
No, you know how many people they got drafted in the entire draft?
How many?
Well, guess. You're the host. You have to know.
I'm the co-host. They're the stat guy. 5, 6. I don't know.
14.
The 14. That's pretty good.
New record for the most ever.
Really?
From one college ever drafted.
14 players in the draft. What was Michigan's last year? 11 or 12?
11 or 12.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they tied the record.
So Ohio State had 0 in the top 18, and then they went on to get 4.
And then it was like, brr.
And Michigan had 3 in the top 15 and went on to get no more. So anyway,
they had one more.
Well, I'm just saying in the first round.
Oh yeah.
So Tyleek, I like him. I think we needed.
I like the next one.
We needed some strength up front on
way more. Way more.
All right, hold on. We're gonna turn on. Emery's gonna announce in the megaphone the number Lions' second pick here. Here we go. Go ahead.
And with the second pick, with the 57th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Tate Ratledge, guard, Georgia. This guy is awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Tate Ratledge. This guy.
There's a photo of him with this big old Tom Turkey with the head chopped off of it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not see if the head was off of it.
You should see, in, his room, when he's getting drafted, it looks like the 70s. He's got, the mullet, old, yellow leather couch, and they're just,
Yeah, straight out of the, I would say 80s.
80s or late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, full-on mullet with the lightning bolt shaved into the side of his head.
No, he did not have, did he?
He had something, the guy, he had something on shaved.
Oh, no, he just had lines.
Yeah, and this dude... Southern, from Georgia. I don't know where he's actually from, but the dude looks like just true blood American.
America. When I think America, I'm gonna think Tate Ratledge.
This guy, he's a beast. We like him. So we got a comment.
He's from Georgia.
John Coster, thanks for tuning in. He said, are they, in quotes, the same ones who thought Shedeur would be the first or second round pick? Probably, when he's referencing the they that said the Lions had a B- draft.
Probably, actually.
So far, I'm a big fan of Tyleek. Big fan of Tate.
Not the next pick, though.
Emery is not a big fan of the next pick.
I think it's the next pick.
Yeah, do you want to announce? You're going to announce. Go ahead, and we're turning on the megaphone. And I'm going to give this a different sound effect after. This is Emery's opinion. Here we go.
Wait, should I do the Terrion Arnold pick?
Which one's that?
Oh, that's when Terrion Arnold went out there and said it for him.
Yeah.
Wait, so should I say that? What he said?
Try to, go ahead.
So last year, I almost cried because the Green Bay Packers almost drafted me, but the Kings of the North saved me. But, pipe down. Let's see who my soon-to-be teammate will be. So with the 70th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Isaac Tesla, wide receiver, Arkansas. They could have done better.
Emery thinks this one is a bust.
I don't know. He was not good last. Let me look.
He's not a big fan of Isaac Tesla.
He was not last year. He did not have. 545 yards, not very good. 28 receptions and 3 touchdowns all season.
Yeah.
That's not really good.
No.
He's from Michigan, okay, which is cool. But we're not drafting people for sentimental reasons.
So Emery is not a fan. He thinks Isaac is a bust. But hey, listen, 3rd round, but 70th pick.
If they could have gotten someone else, they genuinely could have.
Right, but I mean, they're adding depth.
They were 7-6. They were 11th in the SEC.
Okay, that's all right. Maybe he's a sleeper. Maybe he had that bad quarterback. Who was their quarterback?
Exactly.
I saw a statement.
Wait, what was he, the 70th?
You may not have known this. This is a breaking news. Not really breaking news, but not a lot of people know this. The Lions War Room was rocking matching sweatshirts that read HWS with a strike through on the lettering. Holmes later told reporters it stood for height, weight, and speed. The strike through represents Detroit's focus on film and the immeasurable rather than the measurables. Okay, so they're looking...
What?
They're focused on the film. They're not looking just at stat sheets, which I like. That's the point. The measurable would be height, weight, speed, those things. These guys were studying film and finding sleepers.
Yeah, they couldn't really have gotten anyone better, but...
Tesla could be a sleeper pick. The next one I've heard, actually, and I got another quote here I'll read in a minute, after you read the 4th pick, the Lions' 4th pick. Pretty exciting. Here we go. Let's turn on the megaphone. Go ahead.
And with the 171st pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Miles Frazier, guard, LSU. I don't even want to try announcing him.
All right, here we go. This is what I read about him earlier.
Is it whatever?
This is from Spencer Raxter. Okay, not really sure who this is.
Man, what a big name.
Mike Frazier at 171, Miles. At 171 is an insanely good pick for the Detroit Lions.
And this is,
He's 6'6", 317 pounds, arguably the best pass-blocking interior offensive lineman in the draft. In 2023, he logged 903 offensive snaps, 0 sacks allowed. Did not allow a sack in his last 20 games at LSU. That's big.
Who did they play, though?
LSU? Who did LSU play? Let's look it up here. LSU 2024 schedule. Here we go. Baylor, Vanderbilt, Oklahoma.
Okay, they played
Florida,
Bama and got smoked.
Alabama. Well,
Every good team,
but he didn't give up a sack against Oklahoma, Florida, Bama,
Florida's terrible.
Texas A&M, Arkansas.
So he's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, the dude's a beast. And you put him up there with Tate.
And Penne.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions needed depth on their O-line and their defensive line.
Pretty sure it might have been you, maybe. It was like, Goff's going to be napping in the pocket.
No, there was that video we were watching about Tate, I think, maybe.
It's like, Goff's going to be napping back there. No, Goff, you know what Goff needs to do? Just learn how to bomb it.
He needs
you imagine?
to learn how to throw.
Like, think about it. I know this is not even possible, and I don't know why, but could you imagine Tom Brady as the Lions quarterback, how good they'd actually be? Or even like Josh Allen. Like, could you imagine how good they'd actually be? Like, our O-line's just insane.
Mm-hmm.
And then give someone who can bomb it 80 yards. Imagine how good the Lions would be.
Yeah.
Just bomb it to J-Mo.
Yeah, you need speed down the line still.
I don't know. Line gives. Is this going to be like Sonic?
All right, let's go to our next one. You don't know how to pronounce it. Do you want to try? Just give it a shot.
I don't know.
There you go.
With the 196th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Ahmad Edge, Boise State. Or Boise.
That's Boise State. All right, Ahmad.
It's like Hassanin, I thought.
All right, so what's cool about him?
I'm going to die for you on that theater.
He's the first Egyptian American NFL football player.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
He's Egyptian?
Yeah.
Oh.
Walk like an Egyptian. This guy. So they draft an edge rusher. Finally, a lot of people were wanting one sooner.
What's his wingspan?
Combine results, 477 40-yard dash, 32.5-inch vertical, 9'5" broad jump.
27 bench press?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
How much did Hutch get?
I don't know.
Yeah, a lot.
Over the last 2 seasons at Boise State, Hassanin. There you go. Combined for 101 tackles, 33 tackles for loss, 22 sacks in 2 seasons. He's the only FBS defensive lineman to surpass 15 tackles for loss in each of the last 2 seasons. His 115 pressures over the last 2 seasons were the 3rd most in the FBS over that span.
What's the FBS?
FBS, I don't know.
Okay, well, whatever.
After moving to the United States from Egypt in 2018, he became the first Egyptian to play FBS football. He is also the first Egyptian selected in an NFL draft. Pretty sweet. And it sounds like this guy, again, could be another sleeper. I think so, okay. Because Boise State is independent.
So they just play whatever. If they're not like technically part of like a league.
Hold on. Football Bowl subdivision represents the highest level of college football. Oh, okay. I guess I never knew that. The FBS, or Football Bowl subdivision, represents the highest level of college football in the U.S. So that's the entire... it includes teams from the 10 conferences that compete in the college football playoff, CFP, and the national championship game.
Wait.
131 schools, 10 conferenses.
Oh wait,
So I didn't realize
he was in the
it's
playoffs.
The whole deal.
He was with Genty.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but anyways, next pick. He'll be good.
I think he's gonna be good. We'll see. I don't know.
Are you gonna get his jersey?
No.
Hassanin.
Okay. I like it. All right, here we go. Megaphone.
Oh.
Megaphone's on. Go ahead.
And with the 230th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Dan Jackson, safety, Georgia.
All right.
I don't even know what
I don't know much about this guy. Dan Jackson. Here we go. Closer look. Pretty quick on the 40-yard dash. 4.4. 5'11", 194 pounds. Jackson was a sixth-year senior. Sixth year. Jeez.
64.
Who was a starter in his final year. So
64.
Apparently wasn't even a starter. I don't know.
64 tackles is not that good.
As a safety?
That's not fair. I mean, okay, I guess it's kind of good. But I guess
I don't know what's good or not, but as a safety, I would think. I mean, he was third on his team, so he posted an 85.3 coverage grade and 33 targets faced on 24.
Could be a bust. Could be decent.
Well, he's a late round pick, but he's from Georgia. He's from Georgia. So Georgia has been a really good team the last couple of years. Who's our last one here? Why don't you go ahead and announce the last pick for the Lions?
And with the 244th pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Dominic Lovett, wide receiver, Georgia. I have no clue anything about this.
Let's look it up here. That's
Sleeper.
Here we go.
Sleeper.
Final selection, Dominic Lovett. He's 5'10", 185. Has a legitimate 4.4 speed and was a 2-year starter for the Georgia Bulldogs. Mostly playing in the slot. Lovett started his college career in Missouri. He started 1,000 yards.
With 3 touchdowns? That's terrible.
Not too good, but 1,000 yards is pretty good. Over the last 2 seasons in Georgia, he played in 28 games, only 14 starts. With 113 catches, 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's pretty good.
No, not touchdown-wise, but yards is pretty good.
That's over 2 seasons, though, I believe.
That's not that good.
No. Holmes said after the pick, he's had his eye on Lovett for some time and really values his special teams potential. Okay. That's where he can find his niche in the NFL and potentially a role on the football team. So they're looking for him as like a punt returner. Yep, right here. So this is a quote.
Wait, do they not have Khalif Raymond anymore?
I don't know. You're supposed to know. You shouldn't be asking me these questions. Whenever you put me on the field, I just plan to make an impact any way I can in any way possible, Lovett said. It may be on special teams. It may be on third down or first down. I'm okay with being a team tool guy. Wherever they need me to be, I would say gunner, kick returner, punt returner, wherever you want to put me. I just want to be on the field.
Oh, okay. So it says Khalif.
The Lions drafted Arkansas's wide receiver Isaac Tesla in the 3rd round and return.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Tim Patrick, Khalif Raymond, and others. Lovett will have to compete within.
So they'll have to
within camp or on the roster.
Yeah, that last sentence is kind of weird, but basically he's going to have to compete with those guys.
So he won't make it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not that big a deal. But why is he? He's a Texas A&M fan?
Late round draft pick. I mean, you never know what's going to happen.
Brad Holmes is a Texas A&M fan?
Where does it say that?
Why are you wearing those Aggies color?
I forget what the deal was with that. Let's look that up. They were all wearing Detroit Lions, Aggies. The Detroit Lions front office, including GM Brad Holmes, wore North Carolina Aggies jerseys during the NFL draft in honor of Holmes, who is the commencement speaker at North Carolina graduation ceremony in May. This is a continuation of the tradition where the team's draft room staff wears jerseys that reflect the head coach or GM's alma mater. Okay. So that's what it was. So anyway, pretty cool. So what does the sports kid grade the draft?
I'd say probably like an A- or a B+, I'd say.
Okay. What would have made it better? I mean, they started off with a 28th pick overall, so you're not like coming in and grabbing like top 10, top 5 guy, right?
No. But like, I don't know. I don't know what could have made it better. I just don't.
Well, last year they got Terrion Arnold. What number was he?
28.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you compare him
To Tyleek.
Tyleek. We pulled a Tyleek card.
He'll be way better this year. He'll be way better.
We've got a Tyleek card.
Terrion Arnold will be way better this year. Now that he isn't Mr. Foul anymore.
Yeah.
Or penalty, I mean.
Last year they were big on the Bama players, right?
No, not last year, just overall.
Did they pick anybody from Bama, though, this year?
No.
They were heavy on Georgia.
Well, it wasn't last year they were.
Ohio State, Georgia, Arkansas, LSU, Boise State, Georgia.
So they weren't heavy on Bama last year?
I guess it was just that last couple of years.
Yeah. So like Gibbs, Bama, Jameson Williams, Bama, Ryan Branch, Bama, Terrion Arnold, Bama. People are really mad at the Bears fans are mad that they picked Colston Loveland. It's not a good pick.
Why?
They should have drafted Tyler Warren. He was not the best tight end in the draft.
Yeah. They wanted him.
I don't know.
For some reason, they wanted him. The Bears.
Bears still suck. Is that real?
I think so, yeah. What was that comment? Let's look that up. The Bears still suck.
The Bears.
So there is a Donald Trump says the Bears still suck. It actually was not Donald Trump that said that, but let's find that. Okay, so we had Clay Matthews alongside fellow Green Bay greats Amon Green and James Jones.
As well as Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne took the stage shortly after the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Matthews, known, blah, 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 added a touch of comedy when he had claimed to have a message from President Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, it's like...
Building suspense, Matthews held up an envelope and announced that he had spoken directly with the President of the United States. He then revealed the message inside, saying, "The Bears still suck." The crowd erupted in laughter. I wish it had the whole
it's just
quote,
funny.
But it was really funny.
He's like, okay, so I have a message straight from the president. I just got off the phone with him. And then he yells, "The Bears still suck."
Yeah. So I thought it was good.
I think Terrion's was better.
Yeah.
The King of the North saved me.
Yeah, that was good. I like it. So, yeah. All right, we're up over an hour and 15
13.
basically. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Emery's got first baseball game tomorrow. The Dodgers playing, and looking forward to that, getting out on the field. And then, what else? Any big news this week? Pistons are going to be playing Tuesday. Tigers are looking hot. Is that it?
I can't think of anything.
Your brain done for today?
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that was important.
That's probably it. We had a good week, though. It was a good week. So, should we shut her down?
Yeah.
Close her down. Thanks for everybody that has been tuning in. We appreciate it. T-Shafe, my mother, Mel, John, Leah, anybody else, Pa, Sherman. And we appreciate you guys watching. Sorry for the technical video difficulties early. I don't know. Now it seems to be working good. Who knows what the issue was streaming early on. But Yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to close her down. We're going to shut her down. Thanks for tuning in. Have a blessed week.
Thanks for tuning in to the Sports Kid Podcast.
What's up, Detroit? Let's go, baby!